Hello, good people. It's been a while. I hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas. Now, whilst I'm stuck out here in Melbourne, I've struggled to get some more coins in. Truth be told, I'm looking for a job. I've had odd work here and there, but I haven't been fortunate enough to buy as much as I would like. So I was thinking to myself, what can I do to add value to this community and also to my channel to keep it running, because I don't want to be stop-start like I have been. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to do some journalism. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to make this channel about information as well as new coins and how I can help people. So what I did yesterday, I spent 6 hours yesterday and about 2 hours today cross-referencing different sovereign mintages. So I'll just zoom in. I'm sorry, I'm holding my camera because my tripod isn't great. So yes, I've actually made a list of most, if not all, of the sovereigns to date, ranging from George III, George IV. This one was a discrepancy. I used 3 sources, by the way. There was Shards, I used Cruises Coins, and I also used Blue Sheet, which is up here. And I'll come back to that in a minute. So yeah, going through George III, these are relatively rare. I need to cross-reference the mintage figures with the amount of wars we've been through also, which will give me a better idea of maybe how many are in circulation. You can take a stab at that. So George IV, anything up to here, up to 1837, these are pricey coins. I had a 26, it went for £550 I think last year, graded at a VF35. I think it was a VF35, it was a 35. By NCG. So these coins are going to be pricey, especially this one. These ones go for good money. So if anyone's got the 2017 proof coin, it's of the same design of the 1817. It was a modern retake on it. So none there. Then you go to your shields. Now the problem I have with the mintage numbers is that most places have different numbers, and it's a case of picking numbers that you think are appropriate. I think Cruises Coins has the best links. It lists many places where it's done its research. They really have gone to town in their research. But even so, they didn't even have all of the coins. So these are the shields, as you can see, from 1838 all the way down to 1870. The shields are only minted in London. You got the Ansel, which is the 1859. I will make a piece about the Ansel coin at a later date. You've also got the Sydney sovereigns. These are different. These are what you've just seen on this part. So this is a type 2. You don't see these often in the UK. Not the type 2s anyway. They've done a modern remake of this. And we go back to the type 1. This is the type 1 with the traditional young head, and the type 2 has the Australian young head, which is this. It's a very nice coin. These go for good money. I don't really see these in the UK. So again, I had to use a different source for this, even though Cruises Coins was a really good source. It didn't have those on. So anything in orange is Cruises Coins, anything in yellow is Shards, and anything in blue is Blue Sheet. So if you look at the mintages for these as well, there's also the Adelaide pound, which was slightly before here. I'm not including it. It's not. It is a sovereign, but it's not a sovereign. You know, it's completely different design. It was the first gold coin made in Australia. Now here's where it gets a bit murky. So for these ones, you've got the mintages for London. I could be a bit tidier and put the numbers over here. That's how I originally did it. Like I said, I spent a lot of time putting this together. Now if you look at 1871, 72, 73, 74, this is where the Georgian dragon starts, as well as the shield. So these are also shields. Shields got to 1887, and there's an issue on the mintage. We don't actually know. I couldn't get to the bottom of this. So I've been told in some it's both the shield and Georgian dragon. Some have got mintage numbers for the actual Georgian dragon. You know, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. So let's move down slightly. You can see that. So this is London, Melbourne, Sydney. So looking at the coins, you can, or I can, unless you want to take this apart, I'm happy to help people with numbers. But you can see what the rarer coins are concerning the mint mark. I like to collect the Melbourne and Sydney of the shields. In fact, the Sydney sovereign wasn't even on my radar. I probably will be buying some of these over here if I can. These are the Georgian dragon numbers I could find here that were not shields. Again, really difficult to dissect the numbers. So yep, here's the end of the line. Shield, Georgian dragon. These are now Georgian dragons. Jubilee head, here's your numbers. London, Melbourne, Sydney, total. So you will see from up here that I've done the numbers in. And then you've got your veiled heads. Let's see if that hand's shakier. I've got really shaky hands today, I don't know why. Get your veiled heads, Edward the 7th. So up to 1902 to 1910, you can see that they're really churning out the coins now. So this is before World War I. Canada, that's where you want to be at. These coins are rare, they're very pricey. So London, Melbourne, Sydney, Perth, Canada, India and South Africa. I think this is where most of the coins were made. Again, you're looking at, I think this was the height of the mintages across the world. These coins are not rare, you know, they're bought and sold for bullion. Maybe get more money for the ones under $1 million. You will certainly get more money for these, and also the Indian's quite nice. I believe that this one here was the matte proof, and it was given out to people. Or satin proof, I was reading something about that last night. We then go to Elizabeth II. You'll notice that there's a skip in the dates. They stopped in 32. Then they jump. So there was a program that reminted them for the public, and it was more for bullion rather than, no, it's more for collectors than general use. So you'll see none here. It's very sporadic. 78, none. Again, these are just bullion coins really. It'd be nice to collect one of each, however there's a lot of coins. Here's where it gets interesting. So you've got your special design here, here and here. These are the numbers by shards. I think shards have taken the mintage potential, but they haven't got the final numbers on these. So 2012's got 750,000 coins. I always thought it was rarer than that. I don't know how many were minted, I couldn't get to the bottom of it. What shocked me was this, 2005. That certainly makes it a value play, 45,524. And also 2002. If you can get these in bullion, they'll probably do pretty well. Again, the 2,129, that'll probably do pretty well because it's the Millennium coin. But they're not actually that popular these days. They're more for your collectors. So there's your timeline of sovereigns. It's taken a lot of time, a lot of effort. I haven't counted out how many there are. Again, if you look here, I've highlighted this because there is discrepancy between the numbers. It's really difficult. Also, I originally got my numbers from shards, however it turns out that Cruiser's coins had the individual breakdowns and most of them added up correctly, so I can only assume that shards have used them as their references, or I can assume that shards started it and Cruiser's coins got the breakdown and nailed down the numbers to make them tally. So I will make another video on sovereigns. I want to go more in depth on what I believe value players. If anyone has any questions for me, concerning this, please feel free. So yeah, take care guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's slightly helpful. Take care. Bye.